always wanted to touch as a kid, but you never did because you were always a bit worried that it would poison you? Was I the only one with that? Yes? No? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if I was just the weird kid who was worried about this either poisoning me or drowning me. Well, I mean, obviously I was the weird kid, but I mean in this one select instance. Anyone else relate to this? Just me? Let me know if I was alone. Anyway, we're not talking about that kind of algae. Algae comes in all kinds of shapes and colors and species, and one of them, the Valonia ventricosa, looks a lot like the goo bubbles in SpongeBob. Also known as bubble algae, or sailor's eyeballs, this single-celled organism is found throughout the world in tropical and subtropical ocean regions. You heard that right, this thing is a single cell. But not only does it have bubble in its name, it behaves a whole heck of a lot like the goo bubbles that we see in the show, able to float and bounce along different surfaces on the floor of the ocean, as well as appearing to float through the water. Bubble algae is also known for rapidly spreading. If one bubble pops up, others are sure to follow quickly thereafter. It's something of a notorious scourge amongst aquarium enthusiasts who know that if they find one in their tanks, there's gonna be a lot more to come. The goo bubbles behave similarly. Early in the episode, we see just one, but mere hours later, the bubbles have become an epidemic, prompting news reports and general town panic. So what about that vibrant purple color? Though Valonia ventricosa is usually some shade of green, the color can actually vary as widely as silver, teal, or blackish, ultimately determined by the quantity of chloroplasts inside that one cell. Can it be purple? Kind of? Maybe? No, not really. And while that's already a stretch, the point of evidence that really kills this theory is the goopiness. This algae is hard. It looks like a smooth pearl or ball. It's not oozy and gloopy like the sludge bubbles that are coming out of the Goo Lagoon. So again, we're back at square one. Or should I say, SquarePants 1.
Get it?
But hold on, all you sad Squidwards out there. I've got an answer that matches pretty much everything that we see going on in this episode. The secret goo underneath Goo Lagoon is none other than dead, rotting jellyfish.
Theory number 3, dead jellies.
My final theory for the goo bubbles is that they're not bubbles at all, but instead creatures that naturally look a lot like bubbles instead, jellyfish. Now, jellyfish are a huge part of SpongeBob SquarePants the show, with Bob and the gang constantly going out jellyfishing and looking to nab jellyfish as pets. Heck, they've even thrown parties in SpongeBob's house. And while most in the show are a translucent pink, throughout the series they've also been shown to be purple, like the king